So there you go.
Chris is
Dan,
the
if you
worst.
want to go to the monthly one-shot teams section of our Discord, you can see all the teams in their glory. So Nick goes ahead and Becky Lynch's over Eddie Guerrero. I
Ooh.
steal, I believe this is the Eddie Guerrero he's using because he's planning on stealing some of them energies.
Yes, Queen. All right. All right. And Elliot is doing his normal thing.
Yeah, Elliot has run this team now. I think this is his third tournament he's run this team in, with some slight tweaks and modifications to it. So he's definitely in that 1,000 prep type scenario with this team. I don't think there's too many roles he could roll at this point that would mess him up with not knowing what he needs to do with it. So it may not be the role he wants in a given situation, but he knows what he's going to do with pretty much any role he gets.
And I don't know their life totals right now, so I'm just guessing they're 20s.
It just started. Yeah, they're at 20 apiece.
Right. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we're glad that we could put on this tournament for everyone. And thank you to all the participants.
Yep. Again, sorry for the rough start there. We prefer to try to make sure the tournament runs smoothly, and we stream it secondly. So, little bit of hiccups here on the streaming side, but we want to make sure that the players have a good time, and we're not having the players sit around waiting on us. So,
Ed Zachary. All right, so Nick has quite a bit of energy here.
He can buy a Becky Lynch straight up if
he's gonna Thor, Becky Lynch, buying a Godcatcher.
Right.
2 masks.
Yeah, the Becky Lynch, I think, is much more of a pivot on his team. His primary focus is going to be to get Godcatchers, and that, because for the Godcatchers will be able to withstand a lot of any overcrush that tries to come at him as well.
Yeah.
And then use his under surveillance to get those Godcatchers across the field for the kill.
They switch sides before I had. All right. Right. Elliot, I don't know. He might go for his Deadpool pretty quickly, or the Godcatcher in defense mode. He's
defense mode.
Yeah, the Godcatcher did not roll, so a little bit harsh, but harsh.
Was that after his reroll?
Yeah.
All right. I don't think Elliot used Godcatcher on his previous Deadpool teams, did he?
No,
if
that's
he did,
that's a little bit
secondary.
of that's a little bit of his nuance, Elliot's nuance on the team.
Win another Godcatcher.
Not a bad idea.
All right, Nick's doing a Supreme Intelligence.
You could say Eddie Guerrero over.
Mm-hmm.
Supreme Intelligence.
Actually, no. Elliot did have Godcatcher on his team at EarthX Origins. So,
oh, nice. He just preferred to go Deadpool.
Oh, there's
nice.
A Godcatcher.
And an Eddie.
Eddie.
See, mommy P.
What?
That was from wrestling. Sorry.
Like, what did you say?
Just ignore the man behind the curtain at this point.
Done and done.
Yeah, Ben, this is going to be a good match for sure. I'm glad you're able to watch it with us. Nick and Elliot have been in final rounds before, I think, against each other. I'm not 100% on that, but I know Elliot has made it to the final rounds of our one-shots. And JackalopeSpam is just a great player all around, so I'm sure he's been up there as well. And not just our tournaments, but others.
Yeah.
All right. So Nick got his Godcatcher out. He fielded his Eddie. He's Becky Lynching, and then he's going to do a Thor to buy another Godcatcher.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Yep.
I mean, and this is exactly what Alan did in the Earth X Origin. Just pounded those god catchers, where it was just like, oh, what's even going on? Oh my god.
Yeah, and we're seeing two different versions of god catchers here. All right, so he's forcing a block here with his Booker T. With Elliot's Booker T, so he's using it against him.
You get to study your competition.
Yeah.
All right, so he prepped a little bit, pseudo prep.
Yep. And Elliot is actually using the defensive god catcher.
Yeah. So again, it's not so helpful in the scenario with the unblockable, using the under surveillance. Because again, the god catcher will, still be able to go through unblocked.
Wow, his
but
god catchers are not rolling.
Yeah.
But it still gives him a 10-10 character in that now Nick will have to deal with on the rebound.
Yep.
By the way, if anyone, I know we've already said this before, but what kind of prizing would you guys like to see in tournaments? Not just from us, but from anyone. What kind of prizing would you like to see? Like
official. Like if you were going to join an official tournament, what's some sweet prizing you would like to see? We've gotten different responses. We've seen a playmat, an official playmat for the event, alt art, sidekicks, basic action dice, maybe some cool tokens or some cool indicator cards. But can y'all think of anything else out there? Let us know in chat.
Oh, he gets both of them. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Is that game?
No, because those are defensive ones.
Oh, okay. Still.
It would have been pretty cool.
Oh.
All right, Elliot's going Deadpool.
I mean, that's a good move. That's a champion's move.
Has begun.
That's a champion's move right there.
All right.
Gentlemen, I need to step away for just a minute. I'll be right back.
All right.
Elliot letting Nick know that the teams have been posted in the One Shot Teams Discord.
Yup.
All right, so Nick gets him a couple of sidekicks. Both of his character dice came up on double energy.
On the whiffa.
If you're gonna whiff, that's the side to whiff on.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna re-roll 2 fists and a god catcher. Trying to get that god catcher trigger, and he missed again.
Wow! Oh, you hate to see
Got a
it.
lot of bolts though. Yeah, you hate to see it, folks. He can't even Becky Lynch over a god catcher at this point.
No.
Nobody has Brain Puppy on their team. Nope. No Brain Puppies to be seen.
I think Nick might be going under surveillance here.
It might be a good move. If you're gonna surveil, you might as well be under surveillance. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for that joke.
It's a Rob joke.
Yeah. It was bad. They do not reflect the actions of the game room or however that thing goes. All right, so he's going to Thor Global to buy a Booker T action die.
Oh, right. Spicy.
Nick just using all of Elliot's stuff today. Buying a god catcher.
Interesting. What does that Booker T do? Because I've never seen anyone buy it.
All right, so Booker T says all opposing superstars must block if able, and you may declare blockers for your opponent, assigning one per attacker until all attackers have been assigned a blocker, and then assigning the rest as you choose.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you just assign blockers however you want until you assign somebody to everybody. All right. They got 3 in the bag. Let's see if we can get that miracle draw on that Deadpool. That good shake.
Draw.
Draw. Heart of the cards.
Ah.
Sidekick. You hate to see it, folks. But it happened. All right, let's see what's he gonna get.
I mean, the good thing is he's got the 2 god catchers in defense. So I mean, he's not. He's in a good position right now.
Yeah, no one's really doing anything that's outrageous, truly outrageous.
Truly not thebomb.com.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
You should be sorry for that.
And there goes our audience.
Way to go, Chris.
I
Way
know.
to go.
So Elliot, I believe that's a shield and a fist on Elliot's team. That could be an Atlantis if he really wants to, but I don't think he could. That's not really what he wants, I don't think. Or they want.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants any of this, honestly. Maybe keep the sidekicks up.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, I think Elliot would have much rather have Lightning Bolt to get Yellow Lantern Ring, but I don't know.
Maybe. I don't... You went mask this time, so...
The mask!
Not much you can do with that. I mean... literally nothing he can do with that. He can't even Supreme Intelligence anything over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to Atlantis because he had nothing in his use pile.
Mm-hmm.
So he was kind of stuck. He kind of needed to reroll for maybe sidekicks or something, or reroll the 2 sidekicks to try to buy something useful. But I don't know if that's... Yeah, maybe go for that Lantern Ring, like you said, would have been the best play.
Yeah, because then Deadpool comes in and it gets out the something that can that Nick would be fielding.
He would need the blocker.
Yeah.
For Deadpool's ability to trigger. So.
But Nick has been shown to just keep sidekicks out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
As long as he has 1, he can do his thing. Yeah, Nick does have 2 sidekicks, so if he would have just at least got 1 out.
Nick's bag is empty.
On Nick's side.
Nick's got so many things going into the bag next.
Yeah.
And Robert muted.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I had to do a burp.
Oh.
Oh, Nylor Global. KO and a sidekick.
Get that pseudo prep out.
Yep. Why not?
Nick's turn. Nick is filling literally everything into the bag.
Okay. I didn't think about Nylor. He can KO another one, right? No, it's only on your turn. Okay.
No, Nylor's once per turn.
Yeah. It's once per turn. Oh, okay. So you can do it again.
Yeah, in your face, Rob. In your face.
My bad. I misread it. I read it too fast. Oh, man.
Oh, God catcher incoming.
The Booker T didn't trigger, though. Or didn't land.
Yeah, it didn't land.
Whoa.
That's
a big old god catcher. Talk about intimidation.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think under surveillance is going to be purchased here. Actually, I think Nick's going to wait till he can prep in, under surveillance to really pour on the value. That is such a big god catcher. I like the fact that he just grabbed the biggest dice he could and just like, here it is.
Yeah.
And Elliot's going to trigger 2 god catchers if he attacks with the god catcher.
True.
And
Yeah, so maybe under surveillance isn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
Wait for it to cycle through. Oh, just passed the turn.
Interesting. Did he Nylar? Yeah, he Nylared before his turn started.
Yeah, he Nylared.
Ooh.
So he's rolling some things.
Yeah. So Nick's got to be swinging through for lethal. Otherwise, on the crackback, Elliot's going to be swinging through for lethal.
That's the beauty of that defensive god catcher is it puts your opponent in the position of they can't come at you unless they've got lethal or leave themselves some way to stop the responding god catchers.
Yeah, and neither of these players have static field because it's bad for their team. So they don't want to have that.
Although Elliot does have that Scott Hall that could force that god catcher to attack to trigger both of his god catchers. So he can do a 1-for-1 and he'll knock out Nick's god catcher and he'll still have one on his board if he blocks.
Yeah. And Deadpool.
Or let the god catcher through, take the 10 and come in with 2 god catchers for the win.
Yep. Although Nick does have chump blockers though.
Force everything to come through. Is it once per turn?
No. Target superstar die must attack this turn. So if he holds on to some bolts.
If he gets enough bolts, he could, force everything through. As long as he's got.
He did not. He kept 4 fists and a question.
He needs 4 lightning bolts.
Paying for
Engladoom in the house.
Hello, everyone. My internet's fixed.
Yay! Yay, internet.
They had to replace my main line. It was gross.
Wow.
That's priorities.
So, Mike, they are actually in room 3 or room 2, not room 3. So the link I provided just changed the 3 to 2.
Gotcha.
All right, so Nick KO's a sidekick with Nylord.
Will my camera and mic stay off?
All right, and then Elliot forced the god catcher to block, by the way, guys.
Uh-huh. Attacking with Deadpool. What size is Deadpool?
He is a 2/4 right now. All right. All right. So he's doing a Jerry Lawler.
He's gonna knock out that god catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's 10. Right? Because it deals double damage.
That's correct.
All right, so Deadpool gets +3, so he's 5, so it's 10. Yep. So yes, the guy catcher has 4 defense, so Deadpool's over crushing for 6 right now.
Gross.
Plus the 2 sidekicks.
So he's gonna clear the field.
He's gonna clear the field, and Nick will take 2 damage. 4. Okay, math is hard. And then Deadpool dies.
KO.
All right, so Nick's taking 4 damage.
Wow,
Look at
that was
Deadpool versus God Catcher. It's like a book, like a Marvel.
This should
book.
be a comic right there. It's almost like
Right.
Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe. It's Deadpool versus Godcatcher.
interesting. All right, so
Deadpool versus the D&D universe. So
Ooh.
Nick really needs that Godcatcher to come up. I don't think he's in that much risk of dying, though.
Nick? No, I don't think so either. Reroll it. No, he's rolling 8. Wow. He got. Oh, it landed on top.
All right, so he's gonna.
I did get the Godcatcher.
No. If Elliot had kept a lightning bolt, he could be going for win here. I think.
Ooh, prepping the poison ivy.
Nice.
That's a good die in this in this match.
Yeah. He had a lot of energy to do whatever he wanted.
Yeah. And this next turn, I think Elliot's gonna try to force. I don't know. I think. So Elliot's gonna have Deadpool come up again.
Mm-hmm.
I think Elliot's best move is to save 2 lightning bolts.
There's one.
Y'all. Oh. I mean, you're attacking with Deadpool. It seems good. It really does. I don't know how well it does, though. I could be wrong. I'm a terrible player, so.
Why are you stealing my lines?
I mean, the game room is filled with terrible players. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep.
Mike's
Dead
a
last.
good player, though.
Yeah.
He's dead last. EXO. I tried though.
You planned that, though. That was your plan all along.
Yeah, it was. That's the ticket.
That's how we do it.
Waiting for that IG to drop.
I know.
And I don't know why, but our team analyzer still seems to have issues with the wallop card. So I just got that fixed. So
Nice.
that one card that it wasn't telling us was wallop. So
Wallop.
Definitely does not like that basic action.
The problem is just how they numbered it and all that stuff, how it shows up in the card databases. Everyone's like, oh, well, it's just a reprint of this card, but it's under a different name.
Right.
So it's
What? Oh, he just Elliot just bought another Deadpool.
Nah, he missed it twice.
All right. Nick just did a Atlas Global. Nick might be swinging through for lethal next turn.
Sounds like it.
yeah. So Monkey, it was all your fault. You were breaking the sheet because you had to put wallop on your team.
Classic Monkey.
Double prep. All right. Has Nick purchased a under surveillance?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Nope, he hasn't purchased any basic actions.
Oh,
Yeah, the only basic action he
Booker T.
purchased was Booker T from
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're right.
Elliot's side. He's like, I'm gonna use your stuff against you.
I'm not gonna use my stuff.
I think we're gonna see a force attack on the God Catcher here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Eddie is when he attacks, right? That's when,
Yep.
yeah.
So when he
has the
attacks, he
opportunity.
curses.
Mhm. The poison ivy did not come up. That's unfortunate for Nick.
Neither did the Booker T basic action.
I don't know if he's really worried about that though, because he hasn't been able to get anything on the board to force block stuff.
Yeah. I don't think Eddie Guerrero is that important in this matchup because there's no
not
static.
like a static field or any other kind of defensive globals to wipe away the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, from a card text ability, he's not that important, but from energy he produces, he's still very valuable.
Yeah, because he does produce those lightning bolts.
Indeed.
Yeah, because if I remember, he's a 2 cost.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
fantastic card.
Flat value for purchasing and just using the.
Yeah, you at this point you get them for those bolts to be able to use for the force attacks.
He Becky Lynched over
another Booker T.
Another Booker T. Wow. Okay.
So with that, that said, what do you think are the 2 cards? Now, Chris, you can't answer because you're looking at the team analyzer and everything. But what 2 cards do you think are tied for the most common in this event?
Ooh, I will take a shot at that one. I want to guess Becky Lynch and Godcatcher.
You are half correct.
Ooh.
Becky Lynch and Eddie Guerrero both are on 4 teams. Godcatcher, the offensive, the famous walking statue, is on 3 teams, and the Godcatcher Mighty Construct is on 2 teams.
Wow.
So Godcatcher, in some way, shape, or form, yes, is on more teams, but specifically the breakup,
Gotcha.
You have 3 of them offensive, 2 of them defensive.
Godcatcher attacked.
No, Nick Nylord his Godcatcher to KO it so he wouldn't attack with it so that Elliot wouldn't get the triggers from his Godcatchers.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That is the next level thinking of high level play there.
No, and Nick is definitely one of those high level players.
Yeah.
That's very frustrating and Nylord.
It's got to
so
be
good.
frustrating for both of them because Nick has not been able to get those Godcatchers to trigger as much as he wanted them to. So having to cycle back through and get to another Godcatcher is kind of annoying.
Right.
So, Reg, you forgot the rest of that. Is CRGI rules is terrible.
But we'll take that partial part of it and we'll run with it. We appreciate that.
Appreciate that, Red. No. Always and forever, man. You are the best.
Always and forever. Well, as long as you don't do it on our streams, we appreciate it.
Right, yeah.
I mean,
so we don't have to hear it.
behind us, in front of us, to the side of us, I don't really care. We're terrible. All 3 of them. Hey, I'm one of them.
All 3 of our subscribers. I'm one of those too.
Elliot did not get the Deadpool to come up, guys.
He's
kind of in a rough spot here now. He has nothing in his use pile. He has one more Godcatcher there. He could probably buy one and rip it over, or what's it called? Supreme Intelligence it over.
What's up, TJ?
Hey, Friday Night Clicks. We love technology too when it works.
We love technology.
Yeah.
What is his move here?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he missed that Deadpool the last 2 turns. This turn and the last turn. So
is it Becky lynching?
Swimming in sea of energy.
Becky lynching over another Deadpool?
Yep.
Yep. That's exactly.
There it is.
When in doubt, Becky Lynch something.
Deadpool.
Becky Lynch it out.
You were giving.
When in doubt, go for your win con. You know, just more of it.
There you go.
You guys
Brett
were
says
giving.
they were giving away cars on their last stream.
Okay. That's false advertisement, but
You never know. They might have been giving out like Hot Wheels or something like that.
Yeah.
You never know.
oh,
That's a car.
I loved my Hot Wheels as a kid.
All right, Nick is showing what's in his bag. What's in the bag?
What's in the box? Sorry.
Oh, it's a head. No big deal.
Yeah. Oh, that old
But
thing.
whose?
All right, so there seems to be a pause here. What's going on?
Some
Is Nick drawing
thinking.
cards? Drawing cards, drawing dice?
I hope he's not drawing
Oh, Elliot's
cards. I mean,
thinking. Okay, he Nihilored his sidekick, so he just opened his board up, which is not a big deal because if he gets a god catcher to go, his god catchers will trigger and he'll
Right.
have blockers.
So he gets two
Oh,
god catchers.
alright.
Full
especially
sidekicks.
if Nick doesn't have the under surveillance yet to make him unblockable.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, he got one to land, so he's gonna get one.
Somewhat. There's five god catchers on different teams. One on these two. Elliot has the defensive god catcher, and Nick has the aggressive god catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's gonna trigger that. He's gonna try to trigger two of them.
Yeah. Look at this giant die that Nick's using as a god catcher. Look at that. Look how ridiculous that die is.
It'd be funny if he was like half the size of his table.
Oh, there's a small one now.
Yeah.
Maybe if Nick wins, he'll end up with some of our custom CRGR God Catcher tokens to
Oh, there you go.
replace those with.
Going all in.
He
All
is
right.
swinging for the trees.
So for Elliot, that's going to trigger two god catchers.
Mutually assured destruction, I think, is what Nick is hoping for here.
Right.
I think so too.
He's assigning blocks because I think he played Booker T.
Yeah, he did.
I believe he did. It was what triggered his other god catcher.
And that's game,
Wow.
That is.
I think.
Yep, that's it. The two.
Because he had the god catchers force block his sidekick, so his god catchers would go through.
Yep.
That's going to wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Check out our website, crgr.rocks, for all our latest info. There you'll find a link to help support us via Patreon. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Join our conversations on Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for hanging out.